So the other day I made this post where I split some of the most popular artists in the world, who also happen to be some of my personal favorites, into two teams. Team Yellow and Green. I tried to make sure the teams were as even as possible by even splitting up some of the power duos in rap, such as Uzi and Cardi and Landon and Skies. After reading all the comments with people arguing on both sides, the overall consensus seemed to be pretty evenly split. But just to make things interesting before we get started, I'm gonna add one new artist to each team. YNW Melly is joining Team Yellow. Nah, you ain't a part of this, bro. Take your horse back to the Old Town Road. Okay, there we go. And Lil Mosey is joining Team Green. So today we're gonna settle this once and for all. We are gonna break down which of these two groups, filled with some of the most beloved and popular artists in the world, is the better team.
How are you gonna do that?
Well, there's only one way. Disclaimer. This video is extremely subjective. I truly love each and every artist in this battle, and there will be no bias. Make sure to support your team by dropping a comment down below, and there will also be a poll up above where you can vote as well. There will be 5 rounds to this fight. Round 1 is star power. Pretty self-explanatory, but will basically come down to which team is more prominent in the rap game and has the bigger following. Round 2 is versatility. What do they offer in terms of different skill sets? Round 3 is commercial success. This round is strictly numeric based and will be determined by factors such as album certification. Round 4 is chemistry. If they were to make a collab album, which team would make the better project? And round 5 is skill level. Who is the more naturally gifted of the two teams? Remember, this is a team battle, so some members may help carry the group, but the overall better team should win in the end. So with no further ado, let's get into it. Needless to say, both of these teams have a tremendous amount of star power, with some of the biggest mainstream and SoundCloud rappers in the mix. But let's start off by specifically looking at Team Yellow. We live in an era where social media is extremely important when it comes to an artist's image and influence. With a cumulative total of over 48 million Instagram followers and 13.6 million Twitter followers, Team Yellow has done a great job in taking advantage of the internet age and staying connected with their fans. Obviously, some stars shine brighter than others, with artists such as Travis Scott and Lil Uzi Vert reaching a more mainstream and broader audience, but that doesn't mean that guys like Lil Skies and PNB Rock are lacking in any sense when it comes to their own reputation and following. Probably not the best time to add a freeze frame. In fact, I actually find that these types of artists that haven't quite broken onto the level of a Travis Scott per se can have the strongest fan bases filled with the most die-hard supporters. This can be due to numerous factors such as their relatability to the fans, performing in more intimate venues, and just feeling more accessible. In the case of Yellow's team member Lil Peep, he had rose to the top of the underground scene and was just starting to break into the mainstream scene before his unfortunate passing. He truly was a star, and in many people's eyes, a superstar in the making. Yet similar to other artists that have passed too young, Lil Peep arguably didn't get the recognition he deserved until after he died. Now let's take a look at the new kid on the block, Ian Dior. Thanks in part to the internet money machine, he has built quite the name for himself over the past year, especially with the younger generation. Although many people label him as an industry plant,
He is an industry plant, though.
dude, you know how I feel about this topic, so just shut the up, man. Like I was saying, although many people label him as just an industry plant, he really has done a good job at using this to his advantage. Although he has the smallest following within the Yellow team, he has the potential to reach new levels over the next couple of years. YNW Melly. His situation is very unfortunate because right as he was blowing up with songs such as Mixed Personalities featuring Kanye West, he got locked up. It's still up in the air as to what's going to happen with him, but to this day, he has maintained a significant buzz in the music scene by releasing projects such as Melly vs. Melvin and being featured on popular songs such as Six Kiss off of Trippie Redd's last album. If he remains locked up, however, I expect his popularity to decline as time moves on and he runs out of music to drop. I briefly touched on Uzi and Travis already, but Travis is an absolute rock star, which has been proven time and time again by landing performances such as the Super Bowl halftime show and hosting his own Astroworld festival. Lil Uzi Vert, on the other hand, is probably one of the most poppin' artists in the world, with the hype for Eternal Atake, and his unique personality and style that has people following his every move. Team Yellow did quite well for round 1. Now let's see what Team Green has to offer. To say that the individuals in this team are popular in the rap game is a huge understatement. With a cumulative total of over 42 million Instagram followers and 5.5 million Twitter followers, they fall slightly short to Team Yellow in terms of their reach, yet are more balanced. By this I mean that each individual artist has a larger fan base in comparison to Team Yellow, where it is a little more top heavy, with Lil Uzi Vert and Travis Scott having substantially larger follower accounts. X is a standout in this group with not only the largest following, but also the most star power. His impact on the rap game cannot be overlooked, as he really popularized a lot of the styles that we hear and see today. He also connected with his fans in a way that I've never really seen before, which was evident before and after his passing. Obviously, similar to Lil Peep, after he died he had a boost in popularity, but that's just the way that society works. Now let's shift our focus to Juice Wrld and Trippie Redd. Over the past couple of years, these two have successfully went from SoundCloud rappers to mainstream stars. Trippie Redd's unique sound and personality has really set him apart, while Juice Wrld followed X's footsteps with his ability to connect with the youth. Juice Wrld has also started to branch off into different genres, especially with pop stars such as Ellie Goulding, which has only helped to expand his brand quite significantly. Playboi Carti is another member of Team Green that jumps off the page when it comes to his prominence as not only an artist, but also a celebrity. There's a mystery to his character that has his audience beyond intrigued with him, and although Iggy Azalea is no Kylie Jenner, he still landed one of the most well-known females out there, if you know what I mean. Actually, I don't know if that really affects this round at all.
It doesn't.
Yeah, he's right. Although Tecca and Mosey haven't really seen eye to eye recently, they share the common attribute of being some of the youngest stars in the rap game. Tecca's image and social media presence has made him a hit with the younger generation, while Mosey recently landed a spot on the XXL freshman class, becoming one of the youngest artists ever to make the list. When looking at Landon Cube, although he may be an outlier due to his surfer boy image, he has paved his own lane and without a doubt broken free from being known as just Lil Skies' partner in crime. Although he may not be the biggest star of the group, he holds his own. Team Green wins because of the balance between all the artists' popularity and their current relevance. Although the yellow team has two of the biggest artists in the world with Travis Scott and Lil Uzi Vert, Green has artists like Lil Tecca, who are coming off a huge summer with Ransom, Trippie Redd, who is in the prime of his career in terms of popularity, and they have X, who has reached a status that is almost godlike in the eyes of many. For this round, I created visuals that will hopefully help break down which team is more versatile than the other, but with that being said, let's start off by looking at the green team. I have grouped the artists into 3 categories based on the style of music they make. X, Trippie, and Juice Wrld all fall into group A, Carti, Tecca, and Mosey fall into group B, and lastly, Landon, well, he sits by himself in group C. Group A's artists are very versatile themselves and all carry a very emotional, heartbroken theme throughout their music. X is the prime example of this, as his most popular album, Question Mark, literally cannot be categorized because each song is a different genre, and his sound has just evolved so much over his career. Group B's style is more upbeat and composed of trap production. They also focus heavily on using their voice as an instrument, with melodies being the main focus, and lyrics, let's just say, taking the back seat. Although Carti does speak his own language, which is pretty unique. If you guys haven't learned, it's Cartinese, I think that's what it is. Group C, aka Landon, is more alternative and barely even qualifies as rap, as he is more of a pure singer that works well with rappers such as Lil Skies. Now let's take a look at the versatility of the yellow team. Group A is composed of Travis Scott, Lil Uzi Vert, and YNW Melly. Lil Peep and Ian Dior fall in Group B, while Group C is made up of PNB Rock and Lil Skies. Travis, Uzi, and Melly tend to rap over similar trap production while also having standout voices that can be taken to new levels with autotune. Group B for the yellow team is heavily influenced by punk music, with Lil Peep being one of the pioneers of the current blend of rap and rock and roll that we hear today. I wasn't initially going to pair Ian with Peep, but after hearing his last project, it's kind of clear that that's the sound that he's going for these days. Lastly, Group C is made up of artists that are slightly more difficult to categorize. PNB Rock can sing his off and works well over R&B and trap instrumentals, while Lil Skies, well, he's just an extremely talented rapper who can also carry a lot of emotion through his voice and delivery. Alright, so after seeing those visuals, as you guys can tell,
Yeah, this is close as
tell me about it. So this decision might be controversial or is controversial, I don't know. But after looking at both teams as a whole, I had to give the edge to Team Yellow just because each artist has such a different sound from the next. Although I would say individually, X and Juice Wrld are the most versatile artists when looking at both groups, gotta give the round to Yellow because it is a team battle, and I mean, you got Lil Peep, Lil Uzi Vert, and Lil Skies all in one team, and Travis Scott. That's some crazy versatility. This round is going to be a lot less subjective because it's all based on numbers, so let's dive right in. To make this as simple as possible, because there are so many metrics you could use, and honestly, not all the information is that easy to find, I will be looking at 3 different figures: album or mixtape certification, appearances on the Hot 100 charts, and total Spotify monthly listeners. To start things off, Team Yellow has 2 gold records and 8 platinum records. Each of the artists on this team, other than Ian Dior, has a gold or platinum single, but in terms of albums or mixtapes, only Travis, Uzi, and Skies contributed to this total. For the green team, they have 6 gold records and 4 platinum records. This actually made sense because a lot of the artists in this group are huge stars, but not quite at the level of a Travis Scott, where they're going 3 times platinum on just one album. The only artists to contribute to this total were X, Juice Wrld, Trippie, and Cardi. With that being said, they both have a total of 10 album certifications, but platinum is better than gold, so Team Yellow gets a point. Now let's see who's made more appearances on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Keep in mind, for this, I'm including both singles and features. The yellow team has hit the chart a total of 103 times, while the green team has made 86 appearances. So again, Team Yellow gets another W. Although Travis and Uzi had really helped to get these first 2 points and basically win the round, I have a feeling that Team Green might edge out Yellow in terms of the most Spotify monthly listeners. But let's just take a look and find out. Okay, so first up is Team Yellow, and they have a total of just over 96 million monthly listeners. Not too bad. On the other hand, Team Green has a total of over, wow, 103 million Spotify monthly listeners, just edging out Team Yellow and therefore taking the last point of this round. This round is gonna be fun. We're gonna take a look at both teams and see which one has the best chemistry and who would make the best collab album. For the video, I thought it would be a good idea to come up with a title for both these projects, so here we go. Yellow's album would be called Eternal Rodeo in the Sky, and Team Green's album would be named A Goodbye Letter to You 17. Let me know what you guys think about those titles in the comment section down below too. Just wondering. The yellow group, like I already discussed in round 2, is very versatile. So they would bring a lot to the table in terms of fresh sounds and vocals throughout the project. In terms of their chemistry, artists such as Lil Skies and PNB Rock have collabed before, and Lil Uzi Vert has worked with both Travis and Melly in the past on tracks such as Watch and Pull Up. I feel like PNB Rock, Lil Peep, and Melly could stand out on a lot of the hooks throughout the album, as they tend to shine in that aspect of their music. Lil Skies, Ian, and Uzi could bring some fire verses and really carry certain tracks with their catchy flows. And while Travis Scott, his auto-tune vocals can sometimes overshadow artists on certain songs, but he's just so talented that he can really do anything, and it would be awesome to hear him on a song with an artist like Lil Peep or Ian Dior. I wouldn't say that this team has the best chemistry necessarily because of their unique cadences, but it would be really interesting to see all the different combinations of features that you could put together on this project. Now let's look at the green team. Right off the bat, it's clear that a lot of these artists have worked together in the past. X and Trippie have a history of meshing really well together on songs such as Love and Bad Vibes Forever. Also, Trippie and Juice Wrld have put together amazing tracks such as 1400 999 Freestyle and 6 Kiss. The other collaborations come with Trippie working with Mosey and Cardi, and leaks of Juice Wrld featuring Cardi floating around as well. In terms of the project they would make, just think of it now. Trippie, Juice, X all working together on one track? That's insane. Landon Cube, Trippie Redd, and X would be the artists I would want taking control of the majority of the hooks on the album due to their vocals, while Cardi, Tecca, and Mosey all would bring an upbeat energy that could help make a lot of catchy bangers. Juice Wrld is such a talent, and it would be amazing to hear acoustic tracks with him and X, then also see them hop on some hype with tracks similar to Take a Step Back. The chemistry is just amazing with this group. And with that being said, Team Green wins round 4 with their collab project, A Goodbye Letter to You 17. So it all comes down to this. We've had two amazing teams go back and forth with each other, and it's all gonna be decided by skill level, which personally I think this round is extremely subjective.
Kinda like every other round.
Well, I mean, round 3 wasn't that subjective, but that's beside the point. Music is perceived differently by everyone, so for this round, I'm just going to give my answer now and then give a brief explanation after as to why I chose them to win round 5 and this whole battle. So,
Winner of the Ultimate Rapper Showdown, the battle of the most beloved artists in the world, is...
oh no! I didn't get to see who won. Yo, dude, you completely woke up at a terrible time, but the green team won. That's bull. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this Ultimate Rapper Showdown battle, whatever you want to call it. It was a lot of fun to make, and honestly, if you guys want to see more videos like this, I will definitely do it. Just let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys have watched this far, you guys are the best. So stay tuned for the next video coming real soon. I'm Marvellous Beatz. Catch you guys next time. I'm out. Peace. Well, there's only one way. Yo, low-key, that kind of hurt.
Drugs, pain, work, girls, silly me, honey, bees, money, clothes, shoes, hoes, cold world, pretty girls. It's a cold, cold world filled with pretty, pretty cold girls. Chips got